Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more RimWorld in Crashville. This is Alpha 12, and we're having some problems here, and we're going to be doing a bit of pausing and kind of trying to work through our issues here this episode. Because you can see we've had a lot of people kind of come into our colony lately, and we are facing a few significant challenges here. First off, we have one meal, and it is a fine meal that was captured from an invader. We have low food, low medicine, actually no medicine because it's all sitting right here. A hunter without a weapon, which is Phoebe, which she is on her way to pick up a longsword, I believe. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with you because she has a personal shield. We have terrible moods from Andy and Lottie, and we have all kinds of resources just sitting around that are not being used. We have a bunch of wood that hasn't been hauled. We have a bunch of crops that are growing but haven't been hauled. So these are problems that can all be solved, especially by getting this geothermal generator built. That has to be priority number one because winter is coming, folks. And once the growing season stops, I'm going to have to rely on the energy produced from this to make anything other than hunted food. Now, we do have a lot of crops, and it's going to get us through part of the winter, but hardly all of it. So, where can we go ahead and get started here? I think the very first thing that we need to do to make this work is to kind of start where we ended from yesterday. Or not yesterday, but last episode, which we have Andy, who's in a terrible mood. Andy is currently laying down. He still has the flu, as far as I know. It's a minor flu. His next treatment's in 10 hours, and it's going to be medicines here. Hideous environment, joy deprived, ate raw food, feeling bad, cramped environment, sick, disturbed sleep. So he has very low expectations, but things are definitely a little bit bad here. So one of the things that we're going to do here, especially for our newbies, is that we're going to require that, and I know this is a little funny to put it this way here, we're going to have required joy time. Ooh, not cutting into sleep too much. We're going to have required joy time for everybody. That's right, everybody needs to kick back and lay down a little bit. The second thing is that you want to tackle, well, I mean, there's a lot of things. We're going to try and tackle these in order, but just as they go on here. Remember when we had 3 pigs come by? These pigs are all hurting. They were good defenders. They helped us out significantly, but unfortunately, I think it is time to slaughter them because we really need the meat. Now, we have a bunch of boar skin and stuff over here. This is not supposed to be holding textiles, which was a little bit of an issue here. So, textiles was checked previously, and now it is not. Whereas all of that needs to be going down here. So that's all of the leathers. It's actually... Let's put all the cloth in here as well. Let's put anything that we can get, even if it's wool, camel hair, any of the textiles actually. So hopefully that will help out some of our spacing storage. We do need our medicine still stored in cold storage, as we have all, like I said, we have all kinds of things in the storage room that can make things work. So like we do have manufactured medicine in here. So I think the number 1, 2, and 3 thing that we need to do, except for maybe building another power plant here. I want to build another wind turbine, but priority numero uno is the thermal generator, so we want to do that. In order to do that, I think we just need to go and reassign everybody's work. We just need to go through and figure out who's doing what, because we have 5 people who are up and at 'em and 1 who's going to be back, hopefully he doesn't die from the flu. So we can try and figure this out. So we do have, and we're just going to go through who has what job, who does what in this colony, in this environment right now. So Lottie's our doctor, and if we go through all of our people, Kato's also a decent doctor, but Lottie's still best. We still want everyone to be a patient and everyone to flick as they can. As for a warden, if we go through here again, I apologize. My throat's actually a little dry for some reason today. Vector's still our best warden, despite the fact that Vector is about to break down just a little bit. So I think it's okay to keep that here. I don't think we need really anybody else other than 4s here. So that's like very low priority. No one else is available to do it. Oh, man. That was the cough I was not wanting to see here. Animal handling, which is not super important right now, to be honest here. So the reason it's not super important is that we have Waddles the dog. And Waddles is a good dog, and he can haul a little bit. I'm going to put handling on 2 right now. He is still Vector's still the best animal handler. So decent pickup here, as you can hear my dogs handling themselves in the background. Haha. Now Phoebe, who's the test subject here, I did just assign her to cooking. She has a 6 skill in cooking, but a super high passion for it. So while Kato is a better cook, as I said last time, Kato has other important things to do, like research. So we do want Phoebe to be the one to do this. And we'll check out how everyone's doing here in a minute. Now, hunting is another very important thing. And we do need to have somebody hunting here. So of all of these people that are available to hunt, Vector may still be the best one. I mean, do we trust Vector with a gun after what he did before? He has a survival rifle, which is awful. And he still does have to do the warden thing. So we'll make that work. But I think right now, Lottie's a good hunter. Andy's an okay hunter. Keys and everyone else, not too great. So let's put these guys just on 3. I know you were on 3 before. But Vector's going to be our primary warden and hunter. That gives you a lot to do. That means we don't really want him mining right now. I had the mining up and at him there in a little bit, and we'll get back to there. So construction. Kato is probably our best builder of everybody who's currently up. Maybe it's Keys. I mean, we still need things built. So what do we do here? Construction is 9. Andy's a really good builder too. He's just sick. So we'll put him on this. We're going to keep Kato there for now. And I think Keys, we can keep you on too. And we'll make Keys our sort of repairer as well. I think Keys is going to need to be our designated hauler right now. I just want to make sure nobody else is available for that. I do like Andy being our top repairer as well. Growing is going to be Lottie's thing. Lottie is by far our best for that. So that's fine. Now mining, I have this spammed right here because our best miner is currently out of commission. So I think for the time being, you know, Keys, you're just going to have to suck it up and help. It does look like he has a small passion for mining, so he might be able to learn here. So we'll put you on 4 for this. We'll put Andy on 1. We'll keep Lottie mining as well as it comes to it. Plant cut, we can just put that down to 4. We don't have a lot of plant cutting to do right now. Smithing. We are going to need to start thinking about smithing and other things, and it looks like our best subject, because of the high passion about it, is Phoebe, which stinks because she's terrible at it. But we don't really have the free space for anyone else, and nobody's particularly great at it, except for our prisoner, who we'll talk about in just a little bit. Art. We don't have an art crafting table to increase joy. We may need to do that before long. Crafting, same thing here, is that Vector cannot actually... he's going to be busy hunting, he's going to be busy wardening, but I don't mind him crafting when this is all said and done. But it looks like Phoebe's going to be our primary crafter. She'll gain skill in time. She has a very high passion. I do have hauling all at 111 because everybody needs to haul. I'll have... who do we want to have cleaning here? I'd love to have just a few people clean. We're actually going to force cleaning of some of these areas here in just a minute. And then research. I think this is okay right now. What are we currently researching? We are currently researching picks. So I'd love to have that happen. We're just going to have to wait until Andy gets better here. So let's talk about prisoners for a second. Right now we have a few empty graves. We have Lagua, who has, as a prisoner, has a very high problem with actually being recruited. He has been talked to by the warden a bunch of times here, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. He's a good grower, a great crafter, but when we compare it to the person who was shot and may still yet survive, shooting, mealing, mining, we need mining a little more and some other things here. So what I'm going to do here may be a little controversial. We are actually going to release this prisoner, and we are going to attempt to have somebody... Okay, your Kato's actually going to rest. Can we capture you yet? Yeah, we're going to capture you. Alright, so... Well, actually, what we really should do is imprison you, but We'll figure that out in just a little bit. Now it is almost daytime here, and we did have to kind of make do with what we had before, but we're going to be manually assigning people to haul stuff in just a little bit. So Andy's still down. These pigs are for the slaughter. Poor Waddle's here because there's no sleeping area up here. He's just down there, so that's a little sad. So everyone had their sleep interrupted. Cato is actually capturing her and putting her in there. You're going to be released because he's urgently hungry, and I guess he'll go crazy here in just a minute. And there we go. It looks like we have some power again because it's daytime. We still have terrible moons. Oh, that's right, Andy. Andy's upset. Phoebe is down here possibly catching the flu. And then we have, who was it again? Lottie. What do we know about Lottie? Lottie is jealous. So she's feeling terrible. She's jealous. Ugly environment. So we want her to be at least in there. This is where we go to the menu, room stats or beauty display. So what does she want? She wants a room that's beautiful and has all kinds of nice things to it. So this is probably one of the worst rooms she could be in that she's just taking up there. So instead of that, let's go ahead and do room stats. Lottie's bedroom, 4.85. What's the requirement here again for not steel bed, for Lottie? If her trait is jealous. It's going to have less impressive bedroom than someone else. She gets a mood if a colonist has a more impressive bedroom. What does an impressive bedroom mean? Minus 56, least impressive. Minus 9, minus 23, minus 20, minus 54. Wow. So I've made a bunch of repulsive places. So Lottie's upset because this isn't her bed. So let's make Lottie this, so at least she can be a little happier. This room is only dull, but she needs to have the best place ever. So it's still a little ugly. We'll see if we can figure it out. I apologize again. Oh man. I hate that coughing. I'm so sorry. So Lottie, how are you doing? Your needs. Still an ugly environment, still feeling terrible, but no longer about to like blow up here. Andy, on the other hand, hideous environment, joy deprived. Andy's not a cleaner. I don't want him to clean. I want him to play. But we do have things going a little bit slower here. We have barely any food available. So I think the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to have to do a lot of manual fixing here before long. And we'll speed it up until everybody wakes up a little bit. So here we go. Where is everybody going right now? This is one thing I need to pay attention to. Andy is currently... We'll turn off room stats here. Alright. Room stats. Andy... He's about to break. Hideous environment, joy deprived, hungry, ate raw food, disturbed sleep, a little crowded, cramped environment, sick. Well, you need to get better. Alright. Now what we need to have you all do is she's cooking a fine... What? She's grabbing... What are these? Chicken eggs. We do need to haul those. Let's actually prioritize, instead of grabbing one of them at a time, let's prioritize hauling these eggs. And Keys, where are you going? You're mining compacted steel, which is very important. Right now I need you to prioritize hauling potatoes. Lottie, you are treating a pig. I don't want you to treat the pig anymore because we're going to slaughter the pig. But we'll get there in just a minute. So Lottie, we are going to prioritize you hauling all the medicine. And we still have some bodies that are all around here. But like I said, Vector consuming a fine meal that was just sitting out, so he's just snatching somebody's food. Where are you going, Cato? Cato is building a cloth animal bed. That's okay. We'll get Vector in just a second after he eats. Because we are going to need to get the steel together, but the most important things first is that we get all of this shit hauled. All of it hauled. Alright, so releasing Legua, which is also very important. Keys. You still want to mine compacted steel, but I want you to haul the rice first. And then we still have terrible mood. Andy is about to break still. Okay, Lottie. You know what we're going to do here? We are going to make this hold open. No, we want to forbidden this room for a second. So what this means is that Lottie, if she is able to clean, there's nothing else for her to do right now other than treat this pig before we get all together. Andy is doing something else. Vector is hunting the boar, which is okay. Keys is going to go over here. And who is our cook right now? Phoebe is still cooking, so she's going to cook fine meals. So we're okay there. We have a lot of raw food right now. Kato's building a sleep spot for animals. Vector can't shoot at all. So eventually when we get this in here, we should be able to get some things cleaned for too long. That'll hopefully help Andy's stuff just a little bit. So Cato, hauling cloth, cooking a fine meal, which he's taking down here for some reason. I probably made that a meal stockpile. Yep. So let's go ahead and haul the hay as well. We'll need that for when we get stuff later on. So Louie. Still crowded, still feeling terrible. Louie's not, or Lottie, excuse me. Lottie not too happy. Let's go ahead and forbidden this as well, because all we want... Well, let's not forbidden that yet. We want someone else in here to actually clean up this area. We're going to start making this whole area better, and I hate that you're treating this poor pig, because we're just going to kill it. Because Ligua exit the map relations with the AMMs of horse have improved by 15. So see, Lottie's cleaning now. She's cleaning all of this up, and hopefully we'll be able to get people to eat here in just a minute. As we're getting battery power back. Terrible mood still for Andy. He did have a social chat ×3, which is okay. Beauty is increasing in this room, and once we get one colonist idle, notice we're going a little slow here. That's okay. Like I said, it's just fine to go slow. Wow, Vector hunting the squirrels that are inside our unfinished buildings. Cato building another cloth animal bed. And notice I put a wooden bed here as well, so we are going to be having this here. So Lottie, thank you for cleaning up. Hopefully that's helped Andy just a little bit. It's still crowded, because we need to kill the pig. So we do have some food. We don't have a lot of meals right now, so we may need to get 2 people cooking here. In fact, you know what I can also... Well, we want to wait here just a minute. We are going to need... It's August 2nd, and growing season's not going to be here too much longer. But we do need to... We do have some wooden planks around here to let people walk. We still have some improvised turns that need to be built before the next people come by. So that one's already powered off. Powering this off, I don't think it's going to stop the power in here anymore. So let's go ahead and get that. These pigs still need to be slaughtered. Cato, what are you doing? You're flicking a switch. Okay, let's flick that switch. Let's see if that takes out all the power here. It shouldn't. And let's go ahead and... This guy not get stripped yet? Alright. Let's go ahead and haul the body. Can you not haul him? Weird. Because seeing that dead body laying right there is not making anybody happy right now. Okay, so Cato, what do we got? Well, we'll get there in a little bit, I guess. So like I said, we're going a little slower. It's 1700 hours in the day. Keys is still mining. It is vitally important that we get Andy back to good health here, and then maybe, just maybe, we can possibly start making something good here. Once again, Lottie, why are you treating these pigs? All the potatoes. These pigs are for the slaughter. Who is here to actually cook? So we do have another bed here. Cato, go ahead and wooden wall. We want to make this a room. It's going to be nighttime here before long, but she is going to need to be treated. She has a bad back and she's been treated, so that's good. So we still have Andy, who's probably going to break while being sick. It's probably not the best place to have a medical bed here, but Lottie really insisting on doing all this here. So here, all the potatoes. Let's get these in. We need to haul all of these things. We have plasteel knife, which is actually really good. You know what, let's go ahead and forbid this so Lottie can just clean up again. Oh, whoops. Let's unforbid that, because we don't want you to sleep here. Lottie. Okay, well, you're asleep. Dirt. I try and make things better, and I just put people out to pasture. So once again, this pig's not getting slaughtered. We are kind of in danger, just a little bit, of not having all of this stuff built in time. We are probably going to get raided here before long, so let's speed up just a little bit here. So it looks like, how much steel do we have? 35. Let's go ahead and forbid this. We want people to clean as best we can. So you're there. Poor moods for Andy, poor mood for Phoebe. And these rooms, are these already clean? We'll see in just a sec. Let's forbid all of these interiors. Who's starving? Andy is starving. Well, let's fix that in just a minute. Because we should have meals available here. We do want to clean all of this shit up. So Vector, you're wandering. Let's prioritize. We can't do anything with Andy right now. Lottie probably can. Maybe not. I mean, who's our doctor right now? It is Lottie, right? Yeah. So 3 colonists are idle. So these are all here. All these little things cleaned up here in just a minute. How's Andy doing here? He's trivial malnutrition, which Lottie's just giving him potatoes. So Phoebe can't actually cook and keep up, which is a little crazy, but that's what happens when you have so many people here and all the food is kind of around there. Cargo pods as well, and it's outdoor 81 at night. So these cargo pods have muffalo wool, which is awesome for the impending winter if I can just get everybody back on board here. So who's our builder right now? If it's not going to be... It's going to be Cato. We're all going to sit here and try and be better. Andy... He did eat at least. So like, can't we just have nutrient paste? Oh, they're all sleeping over there now too. That's nice. So is Lottie jealous again? Is one thing I need to know. She is jealous. Someone has a more impressive bedroom. Well, who took the damn flowers out? Impressive, impressive. We're just going to be moving you around. 25, negative 20, negative 54, 12, 16. Okay, well. Let's set... Well, someone else is not using this right now. Let's go ahead and set you there. We'll set this as Andy's bedroom, so... Of course, he's got to be in a medical bed right now, but we're almost getting to the point where we're going to have to call this an episode here shortly. The pigs are not being slaughtered yet. Stuff is not being built. So we're going to have to manually prioritize some of this stuff. Like Lottie, you're harvesting, which is good. Cato, hauling steel for improvised turret building. Cannot work on the geothermal blueprint? Any particular reason why? I don't know. But like I said, my biggest concern right now is that we don't have our stuff built or harvested or anything in time for winter. Oh boy. Combat supplier, and we have cargo pods as well, actually hitting our landscape here. And that's capybara skin, which is very exciting. Combat supplier who has all kinds of stuff. Like I said, it's very interesting that one of the things that I really have going on that I need people to do is haul. And it's like I'm just one person short right now of being able to haul. So right now Cato's just trying to build. Keys is trying to mine. Phoebe is trying to cook. She's cooking her heart out. But I feel like we're in a slightly better position, maybe, I don't know. Cato finally burying the bodies, so he is finally getting around to hauling as well. Burying corpse. Phoebe now at 6 meals. Andy's still sick. I think that was it for the cargo pods, actually, so there we go. And we're at August 4, so our growing season's going to be ending pretty soon. But yeah, I think this is probably going to do it for me here. We'll give it probably another day cycle just to see how it goes. Notice the repairs and shit are not happening. But we really, really need to get some of this food and everything hauled in. So Phoebe relaxing socially and back to cooking. Your cooking is so important. Do you actually not have power right now? Let's check the power real quick. So there's power. There's actually no power. That's so dumb. We were so close to. Alright, what else can we have these people do? Keys is going to be doing her thing. Cato, can you possibly build it? Need materials. I hate how the thing kind of flies over there. So we do have another improvised turret. So what are you doing? Playing horseshoes. It's very important. We need to keep our sanity here. Hauling steel to build conduits, which is also important. So Keys needs to be mining. If we can just get one more person up or recruited, I think we're going to be okay. Waddles, can you haul? Can I order you to haul? He's wandering. He has 8 of 8 hauling. His master's Keys. Vector, we have enough food right now. Let's make you haul everything. Oh, he's not a hauler. That's terrible. So now Cato is our hauler. I mean, why research? We're still apparently squeezing some research in sometimes. And now we have all these rooms here. And see, finally, Waddle's making it work. So we've lost the combat supplier. That's okay. Phoebe's still trying to make meals as fast as freaking possible. She is surely gonna be getting some cooking experience here in a hurry. If we look at the character here, cooking all day and all night. And she's upset about sharing a bedroom with Andy, but please tell me Andy's gonna get better. Flu major. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and set this as a medical bed then, so that way he won't be disturbed by anybody. Maybe that's all he needs, is his own quiet room. Because right now, major flu is not good. His ribs shattered, he's weakened all over. He's a very good character, but I think the disturbed sleep is really a problem right now. So, what do we got? Pigs are wandering around. Still not getting slaughtered. Rice is trying to do its thing. Is Andy better now? Did he just get over it? No, he has a major flu. I really want him to stay. I don't want him to spread the flu everywhere. But I guess apparently he really wants to build. Does he not want to be a patient anymore? That's so weird. I really kind of want him to stay rested until healed. Because I think this could kill him. Sorry, dude. Like I said before, I just don't want him to die. So Lottie is going to be trying to heal him. And there we go. We have a raid. I think I'm going to have to stop the episode here, though, unfortunately, because of time. But tribespeople of Abraz of Horse have arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Well, that's fine. That's not fine. That is a lot of people. That's a whole lot of people. So Cassandra is very excited for me to have to face off. We're going to have to draft and make sure everybody is nearby, near home. Vector's really the person I'm worried about, but he's over there. I think this is as decent of a time as any to stop this episode. We have drama unfolding immediately as we come back. We still don't have a thermal generator, but it looks like if I can get Andy to run around and not be flu-stricken for too much longer, maybe it'll be okay, but his immunity is 99%, so I think he's close to making it out. And that may be good enough just in time for these tribespeople to get shot back out, because Andy is one of our riflers, and we do have 1 turret, 2 turrets. Not this yet. We'll have to make some better defenses for that, but that's it for now. This is Asher. Thanks for watching RimWorld. It's fun. Maybe we'll even be able to get some more meals from him, because once we get Andy up, you see how smoothly things will go if he can be the one that's mining as well. And actually, we have another potential geothermal generator over here too. The biggest thing is just getting the steel out from the mountains. Keys, you're going to have to come back here as well. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Asher. Feel free.